Over the last 2 weeks, I've been out in the community having a lot of conversations with moms and dads, grandmas and grandpas, our neighbors. And the same questions keep coming up. Why are the schools getting cut? Did somebody mess up? Why should we vote for this? It's a Band-Aid. What's the plan? How do we know they won't need more money next year? So in order, no one messed up. I'm going to explain, but it's not just the schools. It's not a Band-Aid. I'm going to show you. And there is a plan. I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to break this down, the numbers, the process, the why. This doesn't have to be confusing. I believe that when people understand how their local government works, they get involved. And when we show up together, we get results that we all want. Because people are truly doing the best they can with what they know. And I don't think you should trust some random guy on the internet. God, no. But I've got all my sources in the PDF below. You should click that. Take a look at those. You can definitely trust those. So let's talk big picture. What's at stake? Public safety, public works, our schools. These are the things that all of us rely on. Our firefighters, police station, and ambulance, building repairs. And on the school side, a rush school closure of Cold Spring, 30 plus people laid off, cuts to our sports, extracurriculars, world language programs. The list goes on. And so what's the problem? Our taxes have not kept up with inflation. So our town is running a large deficit. If you want the specifics about the size of the deficit and how much that will cost, check out the last video. I'll walk you through how to calculate it once we get all the details. In that video, we'll describe an override with a phased-in approach. In the first year, we'll save our schools. And in the second, we'll make sure our fire and police departments, as well as our public works, are fully funded. By spreading it out across 2 years, it gives us, the residents, time to adjust to the extra $250 it'll add to our yearly bills, approximately. So roughly 68 cents a day per household for the next 2 years. And that's just to keep the services and programs that we currently have. It doesn't make anything better. It stops things from getting worse, a lot worse. So because the schools are in such dire need, let's focus for a moment on the schools. This part is really important because schools don't recover from cuts like this. Cutting a school this much, this quickly will fundamentally change our community. We don't want to be wondering one day, why isn't the band in the parade anymore? Because we lost the feeder program. Why don't we have a swim team? Because we lost a pool. How come our town is ranked so low? Our schools are so underfunded we can't compete anymore. Our academic test scores are really low. We don't want to be saying that stuff one day. To build school communities with high academic achievement, thriving arts, awesome music programs, great athletic programs, it's really hard. They are fragile and they take decades to build and can be undone in a matter of days. They require all these little networks, tons of relationships, all rowing in the same direction to work. We see the band in the parade, but what we didn't see was for years what happened in elementary school and middle school to get those kids to that point. Similarly, you can't just reshuffle grade levels into different buildings in a matter of months. These are major, complex decisions that take serious planning, and they need time for real community input and thoughtful discussion to be done well. Probably most importantly, this is not how school funding should work. We need a better long-term plan. All of our local leaders should be able to tell us what our budget plan looks like in 3 years, in 5 years. It'll change, sure, but they need a plan. So what's going to get cut? Basically, all the stuff that kids get excited to go to school for. The arts, music, world language, extracurricular activities, sports, the pool, class sizes will be bigger. They'll need to close Cold Spring in June, lay off 30 plus people, as well as a list of other stuff that really hurts kids that a lot of people who don't know schools don't quite understand. But this isn't just about the schools. It's about plowing our roads and fixing our potholes, making sure our police have the equipment they need, and that the town has enough firefighters to respond when we need them. In the next video, I'm going to answer those questions we started with. Why are the schools and the other departments getting cut? Did someone mess up? Why should we vote for this? Is it a Band-Aid? And what's the plan? How do we know they won't need money again next year?